the executives and coaches voting for the best quarterbacks in the NFL. And the best quarterbacks in the NFL, who do you think was number one among executives and coaches?
For best quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Well, it's Pat.
Well, he barely edged in. I think he had every vote except
one person voted him second.
Yeah, one person had him second. Josh Allen first?
I believe so.
I think Josh had one vote first.
So it was, whoever was over there being
too smart.
What do you mean being too smart?
Oh, you thought it was Bean? You thought it was Bean?
Well, Bean or
well, no, whoever put Josh Allen is really smarter than everybody else. I just have to be smart. I just have to be really, really smart.
Back my guy, or not like Mahomes. I think Mahomes was overrated. Maybe.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I can't imagine it's anybody with any other team other than Buffalo. I think he's a really good quarterback, but I also think Josh Allen. Do you have the executive what they said about Josh Allen? They featured it on ESPN. I think this is extremely accurate about Josh Allen. Sometimes
he leaves you wanting a little bit more. But if you're picking who you want to have lead your team, he's going to be second or third for most people. The ceiling is still really high, and I don't really feel he was the reason the Bills haven't been able to finish.
Josh, okay, that's the positive one. Keep reading. There's one that believes he's severely overrated. Now, I don't think Josh is overrated, and generally fans look at overrated differently, but this evaluation comes as a true quarterback evaluation.
One of the more overrated players in the NFL, a veteran NFL executive, said, immense talent, but he makes a lot of mistakes. He's underdeveloped at winning at the line of scrimmage, tends to lock onto targets, more of a thrower than precision passer, forces throws into traffic. Okay. I can see all of those.
All that's accurate as a quarterback analysis.
But he's still really, really, really
He's really, really good, but the point is, he's never really gotten better at winning at the line is such a huge part of it, recognizing where your pressure points are coming, recognizing coverages. And I think the point they're making is that Josh is just doing it on pure talent. That's the argument against Lamar Jackson sometimes, is you just going off pure talent, but you got to advance your game at some point to where you start to play chess against the coordinators. And Josh Allen's not playing chess. Josh Allen gives it away way too often in the red zone.
Well, is he going to be a guy who, as the hits pile up, the athleticism starts to go away, he's going to be a guy who doesn't transition well early to mid-30s, where he's not going to be the same type of impactful player?
Can he be better? Can he get better at actually passing?
He's a better passer than Cam Newton was. But some of that is on the run. Like, he likes to – it's thrown on the run is a big part of what he does. But I think going from Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs to now he's got Keon Coleman, who I heard is having a hard time in camp, getting separation. I heard some disappointing things on Keon Coleman. So we'll see if Keon Coleman is the answer. I got a feeling Josh Allen does not have enough over there this year, and that team could take a step back. Because I think offensively Josh is going to start forcing things. He's not going to have the open windows. Gabe Davis is a clear vertical threat. And then you had Stephon Diggs just going to get open. Anytime you lose a safety blanket, it is really, really tough for a quarterback, especially one who's not really a thinker like Josh Allen and a true field scanner. I think it's going to be hard for Josh Allen to make that move. That's why a guy like CJ Stroud, if you're a field scanner like Joe Burrow or CJ Stroud, you're less dependent on one player. I think Josh is just. And I like him a lot. I think he's a winner. I think he's tough, but he's just too mistake prone.
Yeah. Joe Burrow was second. He was.
That's interesting. He's missed all that time, and they still make him second.
They still believe in him. He was second last year. Josh Allen is third. Lamar Jackson is fourth.
What's said about Lamar? I'm interested in the positive and negative.
Lamar, the positive, how he came in with everything, stuck to the stigma as a runner that sticks with you as a pro until you prove them wrong. That's not fair, but that's the way it's been with him. There wasn't any doubt who the best player in the league was last year, so it's long been time to put that to rest. Yeah. He was better than the numbers say as a pocket passer, really efficient, may not have had crazy production, but always made a lot of plays. Watching it, you feel the impact, definitely more accurate. Is he now? Is he? I don't think he wants to be a runner. He's going to be the runner he used to be. Now, there's a guy. That's the scary one. Yeah. As soon as he loses, the ability to beat you with his legs, Can he beat you with his arm? Josh Allen,
at
I
a
think,
high enough rate to be considered. Like, can he win games without running?
Yeah.
Can he win games in the postseason? Because ultimately, Lamar's a 2-time MVP who's gotten to the postseason, has not been great there. Right now, his whole thing is, can he win in the post? Once that narrative, he's an MVP, 2-time MVP. So the argument's always going to be, if you talk bad about him, he's an MVP, 2-time MVP. If you have something positive to say, it's he can't win in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So that's the next thing he has to prove. And so it's probably best to try to get you a chip before you lose some of that athleticism. But even, I don't think he's going to lose the athleticism.
He's on his way to a Hall of Fame career.
Yeah, I don't think
2
he's gonna,
MVPs. If he gets the chip, he's in.
And I don't think he's going to lose athleticism. The question is, does he stay healthy in his lower body?
Yeah. Matthew Stafford is 5th.
See, that was surprising to me.
Last year he was
5th.
10th. Well, Justin Herbert is 6th, and I just don't get it.
Well, see, this keeps in line with football. People see Herbert differently than the rest of us do.
I mean,
I see the talent, but Josh Allen actually gets there. Josh Allen, you can point the stuff you don't like about Josh Allen, but he's still rated really high because Josh Allen leads his team to high scores. He's combative. I don't find combative in a good way. I just don't find Justin Herbert to be this combative, ultra competitive play. I don't know. I see the talent, but man, 6th, like, I guess I could see 6th if you give him the benefit of the doubt, but you're doing all this on pure talent, not on end results.
Well, let's take a look at the guys behind him and who you have. CJ is 7th.
I get that
his highest, somebody voted him 2nd. And somebody voted him out of the top 10.
It's too early. Wow, that's crazy. But it's too early. I get, if you want to say it's too early after 1 year to crown CJ Stroud, okay, that's fine. You can put him behind Herbert if you want, but I guarantee he won't be there next year.
He's as good as anybody, honestly, said an NFL scout. He's got to do it again, but the arm talent combined with the taking care of the ball and ability to process was impressive. All his sets. He set the standard for a rookie and a rookie quarterback. So much poise, stands on the pocket, delivers the football, stands tall, doesn't see colors coming at him. He's cut down on the throws he would miss in college. The Texans have helped him with play action and defined throws. He's capitalized as a big, strong thrower with elite ball placement, and they've made it fun for him. I'm really thrilled that he's got a second year with Bobby, and not changing coordinators every year is really, really important. Having that same continuity, having the same offense. This is going to be fun. Aaron Rodgers is 8th. Is Aaron Rodgers going to prove? I think Aaron Rodgers is probably looking at this and going, really? You got Justin Herbert ahead of me?
It feels like a dumb list, but, stay healthy and play. They had Matthew Stafford when he was hurt. They had him 10th.
Now, until last year, had he missed any time?
Yeah, he missed some time, but not like last year.
Well,
But, John, you're assuming he's not going to take a position in Trump's cabinet. You're assuming he's not just going to go full time. He's not going to start his own podcast at some point.
Well, he already did that.
It feels like he loves podcasts as much as football right now, and ayahuasca, and hanging out and partying.
Doing shrooms.
Is he really all in with the Jets?
Yeah, he is.
They've made all these changes because of him.
No, he is. You watch.
We need to cut the crap in this building. We got to get all the crap out of here in this building. Hey, Aaron, we have mandatory camp. I'll see you in a week. Brian, I have a trip planned. Okay.
Well, isn't that the one where
we added Randall Cobb and Alan Lazard. We gave you all these players that you wanted. I can't change my flight. There's a $100 flight change fee. I can't do it.
Well, I'm not sure that's it. Jared Goff is 9th. I would have Jared Goff ahead. I would have Jared Goff ahead of Justin Herbert. I think Jared Goff is better than Justin Herbert right now.
I think Herbert's more talented.
He got him to the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, I get that, but some of that is your defense too, your offensive line.
No, I get that.
I think they're looking at talent. I think they're.
He's gotten to a Super Bowl.
So these guys are looking at who they'd want as their quarterback. That's how they're looking, because they got to actually win games. They're not trying to.
Well, Jared Goff is winning.
They're not
games.
trying to look at stats.
Jared Goff won games in L.A.
I get it.
He's winning games
and
here.
Yet NFL people would rather have Herbert.
Yeah. He's got a smoking hot model.
That doesn't do anything for anybody.
That does.
For him,
maybe
no one
not
cares.
I don't know. And then Dak Prescott is
1
10.
person.
Yeah. And then Dak is
You
what
don't
number?
think that counts?
No.
Dak's 10?
Dak's 10.
See,
Quarterback with a hot
this is what
partner.
makes you nervous. If you're Philadelphia, you had one monster year from Jalen Hurts. Then last year was solid. A lot of these touchdowns are tush pushes.
Yeah.
You just paid him a lot of money. He's not considered in the top 10. Last
Last year he was probably second.
Did they only
no,
go top
it's only
10?
he's in 10. Last year I think he was second.
Yeah, and it's 1 year.
I mean,
so
it's
we'll
1
see.
year.
We'll see how he comes back. But he's got some really good wide receivers.
Yeah.
Like that, he's got a good offensive line. He's got good wide receivers, a good tight end. Like, it's not really a lot of.
Well, how big a
He
loss
played
is
poorly
Kelsey?
last year at
How
the
big
end.
a loss is Kelsey? It's going to be a loss.
Well, that's going to be a loss. We'll see. We'll see how big a loss it is. But so who are some notable quarterbacks out of there? Jalen Hurts would be most notable. Did you say Jordan Love?
Who?
You had Jordan Love in there, right?
No.
Jordan Love's not in the
Love's
top
not
10. I'm okay with the guys who are ahead of Jordan Love. I want Jordan Love. You say you want to see CJ do it again? I want to see Jordan Love do it again.
Yeah.
If you're going to say that. Tua not in there?
Tua's not in there.
Honorable mention.
Doesn't belong in there.
League leader in passing, but okay.
Yeah, doesn't belong in there.
Tua over
Your guy. What was your guy again?
Tua over
seventh?
Dak?
7th?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, not CJ.
Oh, 2 and 7.
Where was Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow's 2.
2? Does that represent the number of times he's missed the season? 2?
No, that's season-ending
No,
injuries.
No,
2.
or does that represent the number of times he's finished the season?
Yes, that does.
Oh,
They're
2.
equal.
Okay, 2 and 2. 2 out of 4. That's a great ratio.
How did he make second?
I don't know.
But that just goes to show you it's not about the injuries. They're basically saying who they would want. And the NFL is telling you we still want guys who can win from the pocket. That's what this list tells you. Look at all these guys on this list. I mean, Josh Allen was third, but it's not like he doesn't have big plays from the pocket or he doesn't throw for a lot of yards. We know who first was Mahomes. And being a playmaker and a play extender is very positive. Lamar Jackson, 4. But once you get past there, Herbert's a pocket guy.
Well, who are the other guys who
But
can't
Tua's a
win from the
pocket
pocket?
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all those guys. But all those guys are.
Yep.
And that's what they want. But I guess, if you're looking – I mean, dual threat quarterbacks are one thing. But if you think about it, Justin Fields is now a backup. I mean, there's not a lot of guys that are run first. Deshaun Watson is nowhere near there, and he's more of a run over pass success dual threat guy. Jaden Daniels is going to be the one. I'm writing this up for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I'm really interested to see how Daniels does the passer because one of the big advantages to me is that guy's a good passer and good runner.
Yeah. We'll see if Washington doesn't
But the wide
destroy
receiving
another
core-
running quarterback.
That's what I said. The wide receiving core, when you look at what he had at LSU, the advantage he had at LSU versus what he's got at Washington, I mean, these windows are going to be a whole lot tighter.
Yeah.